Thank you, Oakland. The last remains of the Oakland Athletics in the Oakland Coliseum. Now, let's be fair, the Oakland Coliseum is a dumpster fire, but the Oakland Athletics as a franchise, one of the most historic franchises that has ever existed. If you think back to its early history back in the 1900s, they first existed here in my city of Philadelphia. That's the Philadelphia Athletics. Then they transitioned into Kansas City. Then now they transitioned into Oakland, and now they're leaving Oakland. And it's just sad, the entirety of this situation. It's so bad. This whole situation is just abysmal. The owner currently of the franchise, John Fisher, greed, money, so many proposals of of great stadiums in Oakland to stay within the to stay within the area after Oakland lost not just the Raiders, but technically also lost Golden State because they moved officially to San Francisco with the Chase Center, and then the Raiders moved to Las Vegas with Allegiant Stadium, which is one of the best stadiums in the NFL. You just see this at this point, and you just feel like just sad. It's just sad how this is all taking place. It's just so sad. And I'm one that's kept up with baseball for quite some time. I'm not an aficionado or just like keep up with all the big news and stories or whatnot and like keep up with all the stats, but I've seen the stories around this, and it's heartbreaking. It's so heartbreaking. I feel so sad for this team. I feel so sad that this franchise, which has been, it's just a historic franchise in itself. 9 World Series titles. They won a couple World Series titles in Oakland in 1972, 1973, 1974. That three-peat, that historic three-peat with Dick Williams as a manager. And then you also have 1989, the historic 1989 World Series with the earthquake, which was insane. The Bay Series World Series is what I would call it, but it's a different name for that. Where the Athletics swept the Giants. It's just all in all just insane how this has all turned out, and they've won multiple division titles, including in 2020 their last division championship. They've had historic playoff teams. Franchise success it has been surreal, but we know the last several years has just been absolutely terrible. It's been garbage in terms of like what, oh man, I didn't mean to do that, but here's what it says. The scene at the Coliseum at the A's played their final game in Oakland in front of a sold-out crowd. Watch the final moment from the final game in Oaktown right here, which is the link, and obviously the pictures just don't do it justice. It's for those that were there, just the atmosphere. It's just insane. This team is moving to Vegas with the Raiders. That's what's happening. The team is moving to Vegas. And the crazy part about it is the stadium in Vegas isn't even set up. I don't even think they broke ground in Vegas yet with their stadium. And they're supposed to be playing a couple of games. They're supposed to be playing a couple of games in Sacramento, which is crazy to even think about. They're playing games in a AAA stadium before they even move to Vegas, which will be the first relocated team since the Expos. But they don't even, I don't even, just from newsstands, I don't even think they've broken ground on a stadium yet in Vegas. They have a place where they want to build it, but it's all in all, it's just so stupid. It's so stupid. It's sad. You could have kept this team in Oakland. And Oakland now is really just going to be abandoned. A great city, apparently, from what I've heard, and I wish I had went to Oakland when I was in LA. Maybe it took like a couple hours to like drive there in like in a Uber or something to actually like really experience like Oakland and try to see the Coliseum. And it sucks. It really does suck. It's so bad that just the fans who have been so loyal started off the season doing a reverse boycott, a reverse I guess, a reverse protest, actually selling out the stadium, but actually sitting silent, and then not selling out the stadium, and then it's just. It was just crazy, just crazy, and they got off to a hot start. Then they cooled down. Obviously, the team is still very young. There's a lot of great players on that team, and they could have traded a lot of them for great for prospects and future building for the next several years. But you got guys like Mason Miller, Brent Rooker, Lawrence Butler, who is an absolute machine. Those guys are going to build that franchise for years to come. It's just bad how this team has just been treated, and I just hope, I hope at the end they're satisfied. MLB is satisfied. John Fisher finds his satisfaction in all of this dumb shit because it's just horrible. It's horrible to see. And like I said, Oakland Coliseum is not the greatest place in the world. It's a dumpster fire, first off, the worst standing stadium there is, and most likely will be torn down. Perhaps, maybe after this season, who knows? But I think they're not going to tear it down, which is kind of crazy. What? Truly, this is just sad. It's so sad that Oakland again loses another team, loses a franchise, another historic franchise, all because of greed and selfishness. When they could have when the owners could have stayed and kept the teams where they belonged. There were opportunities, but they never capitalized. But that's my take on this. I hope that you guys enjoyed this little different video that I am uploading to the channel with my reaction to the Oakland Athletics. Because this is just, I don't know, I just felt like I just need to get this out, and I am so sorry to the franchise that's losing a great team. I'm so sorry to the city that's losing a great team, I should say. And the franchise itself is just hard to even look at. So, like, comment, subscribe. I will see you all soon. Peace and love.